It's now record. We are now recording. We are now recording. Going to call. It's 7 o'clock on July 30th. I'm going to call the meeting to order. The Clintonville Area Commission Zoning and Variance Committee. Just note that Sharon Groves and Andrea Pinot have excused absences, and that I said in the previous meeting that I guess now. Do they have any objections to the agenda? Okay. Approved without objection. On the draft minutes, the one correction I have, or one addition I have, is I write down a note that at the meeting I said that Mike McLaughlin, I wasn't sure whether he had an excused absence. The answer is yes, he did, and I didn't have that at the time. So my request is unless someone else has an objection, has a correction, that we approve it with that one addition.
To approve.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? So we have 5 yeses and 2 abstentions. Approved. And now we're on to the only item on our agenda, the demolition agenda, 138 West Schreier Place. It's whether to wait the 60-day waiting period. The only question is whether they can go forward shortly after August 7th or whether they have to wait until August 31st. Again, I know everyone in this room knows this, but perhaps YouTube people don't, that we're only talking about a 20-day waiver at this point. And this is for, I assume you had a whole house?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to do a brief explanation? I know someone was going to ask how mitigation for neighbors. Someone will ask about that. So
yep. So Clintonville family is moving.
Sorry, sir. Could you mind stating your name?
Yes.
Please. Thank you.
George Cleary II with the Cleary Company. We're a design, build, remodeler, and new home construction in Central Ohio. The family we have gone into contract with has moved out of their house. We have started the demolition permit process with the City of Columbus with our contractor, who has since capped the sewer. And basically we are just now waiting on the signature from Clintonville Area Commission saying we can waive that period for City of Columbus to approve their building demolition permit. So we're ready to demo the house. The homeowners are completely out of it, and they have since rented another house over by Park Roses. So stayed in Clintonville. Nice younger family that needed a lot more space. They were in a 990 square foot Cape Cod with 3 kids and a dog, and both worked remotely partially. So instead of a large scale addition on their lot, it worked better for the family to demo and build new. So everything would be under a 2025 warranty and not in the early 1900s.
You say what about mitigation for neighbors, like things,
yes.
Things like dust and that kind of thing?
Yep. So the whole entire site will be caution taped off and also have the temporary orange fencing. Both neighbors are well aware of all of this going on and have good relationships with the current homeowner. Obviously, City of Columbus demolition has their own requirements that will ensure that neighbors in the alleyway are not damaged. So all those precautions are being taken into consideration, and envision any issues with that.
Do you have any, are any trees have to come down?
There have been 2 trees that came down that happened this week.
Any other questions from the committee? And any questions from the public?
Cheaper to build new than it is to try to fix the old.
That's
Time is far more expensive than materials, correct?
Yes.
So this is probably the prudent decision of the homeowner's part.
Okay, and I'll just note that part of our process, the Clintonville Historical Society's representative was on the email with this agenda. I haven't heard back. The area commissioners could not make it to this meeting, but didn't have a report.
How old is this house?
Early 1900s. I can't remember the exact years, though. It's on
I thought it was 52.
Like,
It's 42.
What,
It's
1942?
42. It's a 42,037 square feet, 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath.
Now it's back before the committee, the chair puts on the floor, the motion to approve the waiver of the waiting period. It's now it's available for discussion. Any discussion? Okay, then it's time for a vote. I'll start over there.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Chair votes yes as well, that's 7 yeas, no nays, no abstentions. It goes to the CAC's meeting which is my final announcement, that the CAC's meeting is August 7th, 2025 at the Whetstone Library. And our next meeting, if we have applications, is August 27th, 2025, same place, same time here. Do I have any objection to adjourning? Yeah.
I just want to, because if you watched the last commission meeting, I was nasty to you, I'm over it. But I do want to make you and the committee aware that you mail out the notices to property owners when a variance is coming up. And the one last month on Kenworth Road, I spoke directly with 3 adjacent neighbors who said they received nothing. And I said, no, wait a minute. So, U.S. Postal Service, who knows, because I know that you do your due diligence, but that's where it is important for either committee members to be an active participant or the district commissioner, or they need to find another commissioner who speaks to at least 1 or 2 of the immediately affected neighbors, because they were like, well, no, that's not what we thought he was gonna do. And so it really, I was very shocked to find out, when I talked to 2 immediate, I'm like, this can't be right. And then when I got to the 3rd one, I'm like, how could 3 people not have gotten notice? So just for the committee to be aware, that's, I'm all the time harping, you should visit these sites or at least drive by them. You should have a personal, eyes on, not a picture on the phone. You should see what the context is, and somehow, if you all can encourage the commissioners to please make sure that they reach out, especially to, Mr. Cleary has noted that the 2 immediate affected neighbors have been, there's communication there. But sometimes he's a good guy. That, they tell you what they want you to know. And sometimes it's a good idea to just so that's my only sermon for tonight, so thank you.
They'll consider taking a picture of the envelopes with stamps on them.
Well, that like doesn't help after the fact. I don't understand why they're not being delivered, because like I said, I know you do your due diligence. And are we having problems? Are you mailing a 214 or 202?
I mailed them actually from the secure mailbox downtown in my office building.
There's the problem. You want them to get all the way from downtown, all the way back up to Clintonville in a week's time?
I thought they all went downtown. I thought they all went downtown anyway. I thought they all went downtown anyway. They all went to the main
I think they all go to the airport, don't they? Doesn't everything go to the airport now?
No, but I do use this. I prefer that mailbox if I get it done in time, so I'm not racing the mail that evening. I try to get.
Well, that's what like I said, I was very surprised. I don't know that it's happened any other time, but since I was aware of it, since District 2 doesn't have a commissioner, I played commissioner.
The last 2 times I've included myself on one of them.
I remember that. I remember that.
I have received
Just to see
see if I get it.
how long it takes.
Yes.
But that's no guarantee that they got it because
No.
you got it. So.
But at least it's that's.
But it's just kind of strange.
May I ask a question of whether they didn't receive the mail in a timely fashion or just did not
receive it at
They
all?
said they did not receive it. And that's what made my antenna go up on it.
What
So
about
that's
something
not right.
with delivery confirmation or certified?
Oh, that
letter?
costs.
Instead of raise
I know.
costs significantly.
No.
It's probably safer to then just put it, it's also possible that they thought it was junk mail when they saw it, and I
Well,
tried to
yeah.
make it not look.
Don't we still put the signs up in front of a
Yeah.
house that's
Yeah.
not an applicant? So I've forgotten what's on it besides this.
It just said that there's a, and
Did they
so-
tell you where to?
Our
which-
guest-
So I
okay,
go to
Sandy,
Mr.
gotta stop
Cleary
for a
and I
second.
say, what are you gonna do? Oh, gonna
Sandy,
tear
can I
down this
stop for a
house.
second? Because I tell our guests that if you want to stay for this discussion,
You
you
don't have
can.
to.
If you wish to leave, you may leave.
You can
I
run.
did, you're not trapped.
Enjoy the Clintonville meeting.
I just wanted you to be aware.
Thank you.
It's just good to know that applicants will tell you, my neighbor did it, he told his neighbors exactly what he wanted them to know. And when it was all said and done, they said, wait a minute, this isn't what we understood. And I showed them the picture and they go, wait, this isn't what he said. I'm like, but this is what you supported. And so sometimes it's the face-to-face, not with the applicant, away from the applicant. Because neighbors just,
Want to get along.
they want to get on
They want.
with it. And this one over here raked me over the coals 30 years ago about
30
getting a variance.
Years ago.
She still remembers.
30.
I haven't
Years ago.
And it really made me stop and think, and it's what has led to the big blank walls that we don't do anymore.
Don't do it anymore, right?
It would be interesting for people to, I guess I can bring next time I send it, take pictures of what the envelopes look like and see if people have thoughts on how to make them look. I try to make them, that's why I use I got a nice, we actually spent money on nice return labels in color, partly because we wanted it to look like it was
The
personal.
commission no longer has printed envelopes and stationery?
No, we haven't had that for a long time.
I
I wonder
probably
if it
have a
should be
couple dozen in
postcards,
there.
so if you don't have it open, you can just flip it up.
The hard part with postcards is finding a way to print them without handwriting them out, each one. And putting all, I put a lot of details in.
And that's one of those things that gets lost in the mail real easily, postcards.
Postcards do, that's true.
I'm happy,
I guess there's just no perfect word.
No,
No,
there's,
there's not.
but I think
Unless
what
you
you're
just
doing,
hand
I
deliver
think
it
what
like
you're
a
doing
ballot.
is right, especially if
Yeah,
you're having a
door.
return
Knock it
address
over
label
in their
that's
home.
indicating Clintonville area commission, so it's not
You can't
just
put it in their mailbox.
an
No,
advertisement.
you can't put it in their
Right.
mailbox,
If you just stick it in the door, does the wind blow it away?
probably.
Only thing in your hand.
I used to stick them under floor mats.
And
When we didn't have money to
We
do
did do
this,
it that
I had to hand deliver them. But anyhow, that was,
Interesting.
I just wanted you to know that it happened.
okay. Thank you for letting me know. And I also would be interested to see, I do think it's also possible that people thought they were junk mail, which is another problem, that there's so much junk mail.
because we have so much.
We get very little first-class mail these days.
It'd be interesting if someone says that it has informed delivery, to have them go back and check. You can check your last week's mail and see if it's there.
Oh, I didn't ask any of them if they had informed delivery. And that is the best, that's the best thing for everybody to get, and it doesn't cost anything, it's free of charge and no extra cost.
And they can check their old emails to see if they have it.
Yes.
But
Yes.
and the next time we have someone do that, I'll ask them if they have. If someone says that, I'll ask them, do they have informed delivery?
Exactly.
Maybe you could get a stamp made that you use red ink that says
Not junk mail, promise.
something like that. Or
Zoning notice.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Or what?
Zoning notice.
Yes.
Something like that, just to get a stamp made and get a red ink pad, stick that on there, at least it's gonna catch somebody's attention. It
That's a
doesn't
good
look
idea.
like junk mail.
I'll talk to the commission.
It wouldn't cost much to do that.
The whole point of, I spent a lot, it's a time consuming process to send those letters out, and I don't want it to be.
It used to be harder when you had to hand deliver it.
I don't want to go through all that work and have people not actually see.
Have one of the kids do a stamp.
You know,
They'd love that.
Well, That's a stamp on the envelope.
Yeah. Red, in red. Red ink, yeah.
There you go.
Stephen Harper, chair of the CAC. And make it look like they're in trouble,
Right.
because that would get my attention. I'm like, oh
Oh,
no.
what did I do now?
Yes. Yes, and I think the red stamp or some, maybe a green stamp, I don't know.
I like,
Red.
Green.
Red,
I don't know, I like, the red is like,
yeah, in your face.
oh, I don't know.
Well, that's something, anyway, it's a good discussion, I'll mention it to the commission and see if the commissioners have thoughts. If it's a stamp that's probably, I don't know whether that's a $5 expense or a $50 expense, but it's not a huge expense.
It's not much at all, at all.
The custom stamps are not expensive,
Nope. And an ink pad's really cheap.
or yeah. Well, do we have any other public comment before we? Going once, going twice, and adjourning the meeting at 7:17. Let me tell.